Hello everyone, and welcome to another tips and trick video for Palia. The open beta is just around the corner, and with a week of gameplay under my belt, I have a lot more knowledge to share. And there have been a few changes I want to get out of the way. Lastly, my friend Dolkness helped me compile this list and gave me tips even I didn't know while writing, so a huge shout out to him. Thank you so much, man. We'll start off this video with making money, because that's one that has changed drastically since my last video. As you know, the antler prices are now a third of what they were when I wrote the first script, and I didn't notice the price change when recording later that night, as it was 3 AM and I was tired from playing too much Palia all day. For getting the hunting, a good source of beginning game income is to pick up flowers. The sun lily flowers are everywhere, and they are worth 10 gold each, which stacks up really fast. A great area for this is down beside Remembrance Hill, where you can also find these purple flowers in the water, which sell for 20 gold each. Once you harvest everything you can, get back to hunting while you wait for respawns. Cooking the meat over fire makes it come out the same price as is, but it gives you cooking experience and has a chance of coming out star quality, which sells for a little more. So if you have the patience, try tossing a bit of meat on the fire while you do other stuff around your plot. Once you've saved up enough gold to move forward, you can get to the method I currently use. I plant crops to get money. Potatoes and cotton seem to sell for the most right now if they're star quality, and mixing in wheat or rice will help increase the quantity of the crops harvested. Keep in mind that Palia's economy is really awful and frustrating at the moment. Star quality cotton sells for more than the cloth you can turn it into, and cooking ingredients at the stove will get you less money than the combined sum of the ingredients, so it's best to sell your produce directly from the field. Those, however, only grow once every morning in-game around the time your morning mail shows up. So while you are waiting on your crops, I suggest you go fishing for money. My favorite place to fish is Thorny Thicket. You can get a lot of great stuff here. Oily anchovies, which are needed for a quest, a rare hidden recipe to cook, wagon wheels which some NPCs will ask for as weekly gifts, and a lot more. I've even caught a storm ray once that sold for 200 gold on its own. Alright, so you have a steady source of income and you want to know what else you can do. Zeki's shop is interesting, as every day if you buy something from him, he has a chance of sending you a lucky coin in the mail that night. I suggest buying worms because they are relatively cheap and will help you easily earn back the gold spent on them. Also, with Zeki, there's a quest you can do. Wrapping around the back of Remembrance Hill, you will find a sewer entrance that leads to the black market. Finding it and reporting back to Zeki will allow you to return there at night and purchase rare furniture items, fireworks, and more. Moving on to our next tip, you really want to start raising friendship with villagers right away. I am at a point in my main questline where I can't proceed until I have at least one villager at the forced friendship level, and I've been stuck there for days. On top of that, there are good rewards for raising friendship. For example, when I got Reth to level 3, I gained access to his storeroom, where I found another hidden recipe and gained a quest that got me a good chunk of gold and reputation. Having access to these areas also allows you to talk to the NPCs even when they're supposed to be sleeping at night, so you have access to their stores anytime you'd like. Next, we're going to talk about resource management. You can only have a total of 9 storage chests on your property at once. If you're a hoarder like me, you will quickly fill that up with logs, rocks, and vegetables. Buying the upgraded storage space requires a ridiculously expensive recipe at over 25,000 gold, which with the awful economy I cannot stop complaining about, is not exactly a reasonable price. Rather, you should turn your excess logs and rocks into furniture to level up the furniture crafting skill. Furniture, for some reason, takes up no space in your storage box, and while at the time of writing this, furniture cannot be sold, I have seen 1,000 complaints on both the Reddit and Discord asking for them to change this, so hopefully that furniture will be valuable soon enough. If you're still really hurting for space, it's a small thing, but you can get a lockbox recipe for a much lower price. It only has 100 units of space inside, but the things inside can't be automatically pulled out for recipes, so it's good if you have a special fish or bug or something you want to hold on to. I also keep my furniture inside the lockbox since again, they don't take any space and it keeps some clutter out of my main storage system. The request system. At the time of writing this, there is no way to normally trade your items, You can only make 5 requests every 24 real hours, and in set quantities that are frustratingly small. To make one of these requests, you need to have at some point had access to the item you want, whether being able to view it in a recipe or having literally held one in your inventory at some point. So make sure to loot one of everything you come across at some point, because you never know when you're going to need to make a request for it. A weird flower you could easily pass by in Bahari Bay may one day turn out to be an extremely rare resource that you need to finish a quest. Next tip, always carry around arrows or bug bombs because you never know when they will come in handy. Remember, you just need a single hit on an animal or bug to get the reward. So if you see a group of players or even one guy hunting something extremely rare, it is good to try to get a shot in so you can get some of that loot for yourself. It is shared equally for everyone, so there is no issues doing this. No one will get upset with you, and if they do, they're just being an ass for no reason. Lastly, there are some mechanics I have noticed people struggling with as I play. Every day of the closed beta, more invitations were given out, and so every day, the exact same questions are asked over and over again by the new players. First off, managing NPC relations. If you find an NPC on your map, you can click on them with your mouse wheel, and they will be placed on your compass to track. This is also how you set waypoints, and anyone in your party can see when you do this, allowing everyone to coordinate together. Once you've asked an NPC what gift they like, you can navigate into your relationship menu and see what gift they ask for at any time. Remember, this resets every week, I believe on Sundays, so make sure you get the gift while you can. The ability to give a gift resets every night at 9 PM Pacific or midnight Eastern, and you can also see how far along your relationship progress is from the relationship menu, of course. Next up is fishing. Everyone seems a bit confused about it, as I was at first. When you go fishing, you hold right click to decide how far you want to cast. I think most people get this, but the issue comes when you get a bite. After several nibbles on your hook, you will get a big splash, and that means you have a bite. You need to hold right click to begin reeling it in. It looks kind of like there's a circle you need to move the fish into, which was my mistake at first, but no, you are the one controlling the circle, it is the opposite. You need to control that circle with your mouse and keep it over top of the fish. When the fish jumps, you need to let go of the right mouse button to stop reeling in and keep the circle over it, so you won't lose your rod health. You will know you're doing this right if the circle is yellow during this time. Once you bring the fish all the way in, it will be automatically collected, and you're done. Congratulations, you are now a pro fisherman. Those are all the tips and tricks for this time. I hope this helped everyone out at least a little bit. If there was one thing you didn't know, please leave a like. If there were multiple, consider subscribing, as I'm hoping to make more Palia content in the future. I'm gonna level with you guys. I'm recording this voiceover while the server is down for maintenance, and if anything changes in game to invalidate these tips, I will cry. Anyway, thanks for watching, have a fantastic day, and please make good choices.